Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to VRL. We return then for yet again another round of this brand new season, ladies and gentlemen. The second round of the season that we go to, and boy, am I looking forward to this one then. More drivers than last week, 7 people here tonight instead of the 5 that we had first. And tonight should be quite a nice one indeed then, ladies and gentlemen. Under the lights here in Bahrain, with Pure Psycho, Delta, Eagle, Card Elf, Lone Rider, Ghost, Killer and Evo. That are your drivers joining us for this evening. And we have got 14.5 minutes of qualifying to go of this session. Your format tonight then, ladies and gentlemen, is as follows. We've got the qualifying session now, and then we will go to the 50% race. Then we have the post-race interviews for the top 3 drivers. And then, after that, I will make a post-race highlight reel, post that to the YouTube channel, and you guys can, watch back your race in short form. Card Elf then over the line is the fastest man here today by quite a lot of time there in this session, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Card Elf coming off the back of last week in Australia. He had a very, very nice session. He really, really did. Of course, won that by a country mile. And I might be wrong, but this calendar, I'm assuming you guys are doing the normal race calendar, as in like the actual F1 calendar. It's seeming like that. Because we have, of course, the Australia race, and then we have the Bahrain after that, which is this one right now. So I'll just have a look. Race, it's not on there, never mind. Race schedule not there, but never mind. Tonight still should be good, and I hope the season as a whole will be exciting too, ladies and gentlemen. Card Elf is the man up at the top and ahead in this qualifying session so far. Still 13 minutes then of this session, and 6 out of the 7 drivers have put timers on the board. The slowest guy at the minute is Pure Psycho with 1 minute 37.1. Quite down on time compared to the guys up at the front. Evo is, closer to the Card Elf than everybody else, but he's still quite a bit off the pace there. A 1:32.281, and Card Elf just seems to be pretty fast then, ladies and gentlemen, in this one tonight. He's going to go into the pit lane now, and with the way it's looking, it is definitely looking like a win again from him, a pole position again from him first of all. Looking really strong in the early stages for the Alpine. As Evo's second place, and going around again now then to try and give us a fast lap round here then, ladies and gents. Evo in the Racing Bull is going to give it a good go through the first sector then. 200ths of a second down in sector 1. Already not finding time. It isn't looking good at the moment for Evo, who tries to improve on his previous lap of 1 minute 32.281. Which is not working for him at the minute. Still early stages of this lap though here in Bahrain, the Bahrain International Circuit, and he slides round the left-hander. Lots of battery left though to use down the back straights, and this is one of them then, heading up towards the end of sector 2 as he mounts his car on the right-hand side to swing it in left. And this is the corner which normally catches a lot of people out with a spin. Is it going to catch Evo out? Not today, as he gets himself round the right-hander. He's half a second up on this lap around then, ladies and gentlemen, as he heads all the way down towards the final few corners. He looks like he's on a keyboard, to be fair. I'm not entirely sure, but Evo is going to fly towards the line now then. Final corner for the Racing Bull. Throws the car in, up towards the line. He's found half a second on his previous lap around. Will he be into the 1 minute 31s? He is in the 1 minute 31s. He's up by 4.5 tenths, and it's a 1:31.826 then for our man Evo up at the front. Love to see that. Lone Rider on an outlap, same with Eagle and Ghost Killer too, all looking to improve with 10 minutes to go. A long way of this session still. of course, 50% race coming up after this, and then the post-race interviews, so still a long way. And it is going to be a good day of racing, it really is. As Evo, on his way around, will be in the pit lane this lap around, ladies and gents, as we will look for Lone Rider Beast then, heading down in towards the first corner. This man is going to try and give us a decent time. He flies into turn one and overshoots it massively, unfortunately. The Aston Martin not getting where he wants to be on time today. A 1:33.9, massively off the pace then from Card Elf, who's dominating again today. He really is. Here comes Card Elf then to give it another go with 8 minutes to go, and he's going to fly down the main straight. 60% battery left in his car on the hot lap mode then, ERS, and he flies in towards the first corner, gets the car nice and collected. Now a great exit through there. Very good on the pedals here, this man is, as he heads up towards the right-hand side. Will he take this corner nicely then? Brakes just after the 100-metre board. Slightly misses the apex there, but it is no bother for him. He gets the exit nailed. And now, cutting the left-hand side, he's down by 0.04 of a second on his fastest lap around. But he still could improve. Like I said earlier, early stage of the lap this point is. Very early stages. He can still bring it back from here. And I'm sure this Alpine is going to do that. He is massively ahead then of the drivers around him. Goes killer with a 1:30.9, and not too far off the pace of Card Elf here at the moment then. Not too far off compared to the rest. But Card Elf is going to most likely improve this time around, and we'll find out if he's improving in the middle sector as he heads up towards it now. The end of the middle sector line now is coming up. Is Card Elf finding time? He improved by 0.3 of a second then in sector 2. And now heading down to round this lap off, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, into the final corner. The Alpine of Card Elf, who won last weekend. He won the qualifying session on pole position. Is he going to extend that pole margin again? He does by 3.5 of a second. Card Elf nearly into the 128. So 129.122. And this man is on pole position so far with 7 minutes remaining. Lone Rider Beast then, he is heading up towards the final corner. Is he improving on his lap around? He's not going to improve here then as he crosses the line. Down by 0.5 a second. Eagle RB is also down on time. Ooh, running it a bit wide there for Delta as he gets back on the track, but running it wide is the McLaren, but on the outlap at the moment, so it isn't going to affect anything, which is good news to his ears. Is there anybody on a lap at the minute? Not, but I'll be sure to be watching along, everybody, when it does happen. So stay tuned, because laps will start coming in again very soon. The pit lane then for Card Elf, Ghost Killer is invalidated on this go around, unfortunately, with the fuel light on as well, and Lone Rider has got the exact same thing. Delta, it seems to be our only hope for another lap around at this stage in the qualifying session. Delta in the pit lane as well now. Ghost Killer. Is he trying for another lap now? 1 minute 30.9 in that Racing Bull that he has set into the right hand side then. Soon to round off the first sector. 60% battery. And with the fuel light on, is he still on a lap this time? Is he improved anymore? He's 3.6 down. So he will not be finding time today. Definitely not. Yeah, Ghost Killer is down by 6 seconds. Then we're going to go to Lone Rider Beast, who's on an outlap, and he will be starting a lap fairly soon, ladies and gentlemen. With 3 minutes to go, qualifying is boiling down to the last few times now, which are going to get set, ladies and gentlemen, as we await the drivers. We await the drivers to put their final times on that board today, and I am massively looking forward to it. Card Elf at the minute is the man in front, and the fastest man here in qualifying today. But can he be beaten? It isn't looking likely. The man up at the top with a 129.122 and is quite a bit ahead of the man behind of Ghost Killer, who's on a 130.9, and the pace gap is rather large then here tonight, as we will definitely see that as well in the Grand Prix. But in the middle of this qualifying session, the closest time we probably have here, maybe between Ghost Killer and Evo. Never mind, that is very close. Lone Rider and Eagle, their times are massively close to each other today. As Eagle, one of the drivers that will be joining me in my Christmas event happening on the 20th of December. That will be quite exciting. I'm sure Eagle is going to do great, and I'm looking forward to seeing him in there. As he is 5th position right now then, ladies and gentlemen, and heading up towards the line to start his lap. Lone Rider has already started and invalidated. Evo is on a lap around. We're going to go with Evo right now, who's got a slipstream from the Aston Martin in front. Bit of a collision there in qualifying, everybody. Evo making a bit of contact with Ghost Killer, ruining his qualifying lap. He's going to try out the inside line now. This Aston Martin really blocking the Red Racing Bull, who's trying to get a lap in, and that is going to be his lap over now because of Lone Rider blocking him out, and he will not be happy about that. He really won't, as that has completely ruined his lap. But we're going to go to Card Elf then, who's fastest in the first sector and is finding time today. This is what he's here for, to win, and he's doing exactly that so far. This is the first half of it nearly done. Qualifying is nearly in the bag for Card Elf then in the Alpine, who has been driving phenomenally well in this league so far, the second round of the season, and he's already nearly taken his second pole position, ladies and gentlemen. As Dark in the chat, I think Card Elf needs a new league, to be honest. Card Elf is very quick. He really is quick. And he is going to head all the way down into the final corner. He is losing time. As Deck in the chat, he owns his own league. Yes, he does, because I commentate on that league. As Card Elf heading towards the line then. Here we go. Has this man got any more time in him? He is down by 1/10 of a second, ladies and gents. It's good to see people now in the chat. Thanks for joining us as well, Deck. Good to see you, mate. Dark Storm 2. Glad you're all here. It's been really quiet in the chat this evening, it really has. But qualifying is complete then, everybody. Card Elf on pole position so far. Ghost Killer is going to try and improve. Evo is on the lap around as well. Lone Rider Beast, he's on his way around. Eagle is on 1-2. Here's Ghost Killer first. Is Ghost Killer ahead? Yes, he is. Ghost Killer, here he is then in second place in the Racing Bull. What has this man got in store for us today then? Is he going to find any more time, ladies and gentlemen? Heading up towards the final sector line, middle sector line, sorry. He is down by nearly a tenth of a second. Not good at all from Ghost Killer, who isn't finding time at the minute, but he could still find it in the final sector as he flies into the final corner. And if anyone in the chat, if anyone likes my the snowflakes graphic on the screen, let me know. Ghost Killer over the line, everybody. What can he do? He improves, to be fair. Fair play to him. He improved by 600ths of a second. Was not expecting that. He didn't look like he was improving middle sector. Evo, third place then. Lone Rider Beast up towards the line. Will he find time? He will not. Eagle is now heading towards the line. Wolfie in the chat. It's good to see you, mate. Glad you're here. Really glad you're here. Over the line for Eagle. Will he improve? He does not improve. That is it. Oh, boys, it's good to see you in the chat again. Welcome back for VRL. 7 people tonight, guys, instead of 5. We've got more. Finishing results then, ladies and gentlemen, for your Bahrain qualifying session. Card Elf on pole position from Ghost Killer, second place. Evo, third. Lone Rider, 4. Eagle, 5. Delta, 6. And Pure Psycho in 7. The Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen, is up next. We'll see you very, very soon. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this session tonight. Wolf in the chat, sat here watching Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Don't be too scared, mate. But anyway, we are here then for VRL round 2 in Bahrain then, ladies and gentlemen. I can assume they're doing a full race calendar, to be fair. It's seeming like that. You know, starting with Australia, now going to Bahrain. And the season starting off quite nice and well. But Card Elf, the man in front, and looking like he's going to go ahead and storm the race again tonight. Is that going to be the case then? Let's have a look. If possible, can you turn your mic up a bit? Is it? Maybe that's a bit better. I don't know, mate. It should be all right when I'm actually properly commentating. I will turn it up just a little bit. Hopefully you can hear me there. If that's okay, let me know. The only thing is that obviously when I shout, if I have it too much, it'll start clipping. So hopefully that's okay. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, the 7 drivers that are here line up on the grid this evening then for a race that we are looking forward to getting into. Turn down a bit. Okay, there you go. Hopefully that is okay. I'm not entirely sure. Let me know. I think I might have put the mic a bit too close, to be fair. Let me know if that's okay. It's just about right. Okay. Right then, everybody. Here we go then. Let's be getting into it. Oh, my God, this guy. 5 lights ahead of the drivers then. It's Card Elf on pole. And it's lights out and away we go. Card Elf off the line very well indeed. As we knew he would then down in towards the first corner. The 2 McLarens have retired from the session. Oh, okay. We've got a restart, I think. Have we got a restart? What's happened here? Card Elf running away with it. Everybody's retiring from the session then. I really don't know why. Why is everybody retired straight away? I really don't know. Eagle and Cardell continuing on. 2 drivers here today. Everybody else has retired. I think, well, God's sending a message. I'm assuming it's a restart. I'm not entirely sure why, though. Everything seemed like it went right. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Eagle retires. Cardell retires. Great race, guys. There we go. See you in a bit. Can't see no message about why. Race announcement. Maybe that's right. Ronan says we'll go at 6 past, but of course we already did that. Tech. Catch you tomorrow, GG everyone. Yeah, see you in a bit. What actually happened there? I'm just trying to work it out, mate. I've got no clue at all. Nobody said anything in the chat, so I'm really a bit confused. But I'm sure we're going to get it sorted out in a moment. JP's in the interview waiting room. I don't understand. Well, hopefully it can get sorted soon, everybody. Bit confusing, really. I really don't know what has gone on there, but we will be hopefully getting on with it very soon and getting going again. Well, we're waiting for a reply off them, ladies and gentlemen. Liam's messaging back now, so we'll see what happened there. But Apparently, I've been told toilet break before the race. I don't understand. I thought we already had the break. I thought we already had the break in between quali and race. I don't know. Well, either way, hopefully we're going in a minute, everybody. I do apologise for the inconvenience. We will be getting going very, very soon. But while we're here and while we're waiting, I might as well announce, of course, my own thing. We are doing, everybody, a Christmas race on the 20th of December. It is fully booked out now. So, unfortunately, you will not be able to get involved, but it was £10 race entry. All of that money got added together into a big prize pot. Winner gets £100, second place gets £50, and third place gets £25. The graphics Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. The race, which we've been waiting for a little while now, is soon to begin. The drivers line up on the grid. Cardelf on pole position then, ladies and gentlemen, with 5 lights ahead of the drivers here in Bahrain. It's going to be getting ready for lights out. And away we go. The drivers are away. It is lights out and away we go. Decker's off the line already, making moves up at the back then. Ghost Killer gets through past Cardelf into the first corner. Side by side then. Ghost Killer gets through. It's Evo then who gets through as well. And Cardelf is getting pushed wide. They go side by side then, heading up towards the right-hand side. Look at this then from the drivers. Cardelf trying to hold second place. He's done that for now. Will he be able to hold it then? He's up the inside line. Sticks it with Evo, who breaks, and Decker's now trying to get through. He loses that position as well. Decker's already up to 4th position. Nearly on that podium today then, ladies and gentlemen. He's had a great race so far. Now he's going to be going up the inside of Evo when he gets the chance. Decker's in this race now, having a good one so far. Up to P4 then at this moment in time and looking to get through past Evo as well. Cardelf is behind Ghost Killer. Ghost Killer has had a very nice session so far. Lap 1 of 29. His qualifying pace wasn't that good, but look at how good he's pulling away today. What is going on then with this man who's massively quicker than Cardelf at the moment, keeping himself ahead? Deckers goes through to 3rd then, on the podium now, knocking Evo behind as he does get through, which is exactly what he's been wanting to do today. In 3rd place now, and a great race at the minute from Deckers. Down the straight we head then with the drivers. Ghost Killer still ahead in this race, ladies and gentlemen. Still the man in front. As now Cardelf manages to get through. Ghost Killer, what is going on here? Cardelf off the track. He loses a position again. Ghost goes through. Here comes Deckers then. Deckers with the speed over the Alpine. Not able to catch him just yet, but he is not far off. And I think Deckers might have a chance of a win today if he carries on at this speed. He's made his way through the order, and now he has caught the quicker boys up at the front. It is going his way at the minute. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, with the Aston Martin to try and gain on Cardelf, the man that won the previous round, the man that is on pole position today. He lost the position straight away. Deckers goes off wide here. Cardelf hits the barrier trying to avoid him. And that move was not happening at all. Now, though, on the back straight, it is a soft compact tyres against the mediums. Deckers is on the softs at the minute. They will wear off faster, but they're going to be working better at the minute. He goes into the barrier. Deckers then is out of the race tonight, everybody. 10-second time penalty for a severe collision with Deckers gets Cardelf. And the safety car, I can only assume, is out. The full safety car deployed. Huge crash then, ladies and gentlemen. As Wolfie plays with 500 bits as well. Oh, what a legend. Thank you so much, mate. What a legend. Thank you very much, Wolfie. 500 bits from Wolfie Plays. We have a safety car, everybody, in this race tonight. Whoa, wow. Who was expecting that? Deckers on his first race here. I mean, in my opinion, looked like he got taken out. But I didn't see it. You know, it's only from one angle that I saw it. Wow. Not expecting it to go that way. Wolfie Plays in the chat is right. He did call it. Well, Deckers is out of the Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. Ghost Killer is the race leader. Cardelf behind. Evo in 3rd. Shall Wolfie race next week, he says. I think you should. I really do. Such a shame how it went that way. It is such a shame. But anyway, ladies and gents, Deckers is out after that one today, and the rival in this race for him with Cardelf, who got a 10-second time penalty from that one, which is going to put him at a disadvantage. But to be honest with you, I think Cardelf's still going to manage to win it. I really do. Crazy start then in the chat. Decker's not happy with that incident there. As I've just realised, Wolfie has sent a total now of 11k bits. Mad. Crazy stuff. Here we go then, everybody. Safety car will be going in soon. We are under the broadcast mode with the safety car now. So everybody will be watching along and not actually driving the cars. The view from the safety car then, watching the drivers behind. All of them heading round then towards the line, and the safety car will be going in this lap around. Here we go, the drivers taking control of the cars again. And the safety car in this lap, leaving it very late then is the safety car. Safety car in the pit lane then, and we head down the straight to go racing again. Cardelf gets going once more then, leading this Grand Prix tonight. Evo behind then, ladies and gentlemen, is Delta in third. Pure Psycho 4 then, with Eagle gaining on the McLaren. Eagle goes round the outside into P4. Pure Psycho now as Ghost Killer up the inside line. Contact made with these two drivers here. Loads of wing damage from them. He gets taken out. Ghost Killer and Lone Rider both go around, ladies and gentlemen. Both of them at the back now. Ghost Killer and Lone Rider at the back of the track this evening. Now the Aston Martin gets the jump on him. He goes through to P6 on the 6th lap of the Grand Prix. Cardelf leading this race then, ahead of the drivers by 1 second at the moment to Evo behind. It has been a strong start from the Alpine, as Evo is definitely on the case today. He's not, you know, he's not rapidly fast, but also he's there, isn't he? He is there. He's keeping up with Cardelf quite a bit. Eagle getting pushed wide here by Delta as he goes up the inside line. The Alpine tries at least. Will he be able to get ahead? Close there it was, but the Alpine has to brake and wait back. As through goes Delta in the McLaren, ladies and gentlemen, making a move, making it look quite easy as well, as that is done and dusted, and the Eagle has to wait behind this time around. But here we go then, the Alpine of Cardelf, 2.5 seconds with an advantage over the rest of the drivers on the 7th lap of 29. Of course, we did skip 2 laps under the safety car. We're on the broadcast mode, so we got that done very fast and didn't really have to worry about, you know, waiting for that one. We got straight through it. And now we are back in the action. Eagle and Delta now still fighting away. They're going side by side. Delta in 3rd place, trying to get ahead. Up the inside goes Eagle, sending it a bit deeper to get through. He has done that for now, blocking Delta off quite well. He isn't able to get through. Delta has to stay behind again. 26th of January 2026. I'm guessing that's when the new season starts in CPG Warfare, maybe? Is that what... Yes, I got that right. Over a month until the new CPG season starts. Crazy stuff. But Cardelf heading down the main straight then in towards the first corner. 5.6 seconds is the advantage over the rest of the drivers. And a long way to go still today. Ghost Killer gets into fourth then as Delta FIA has to stay behind. Drops down to fifth place now. Off wide there went one of the drivers. I think it was Pure Psycho who went wide as he is back on the track. Lap 8 of 29 then. There is 1 lap to go till 20 laps remaining. And safety car is out again. Safety car out again, everybody. How's that happen? Pure Psycho maybe brought that out? The full safety car's back, and I think when everybody lines up behind the safety car, I think that is when we skip to the broadcast. I'm pretty sure sorry, that's how it works. As Pure Psycho has retired, leaving us with 6 people left in tonight's race. Lone Rider with a 10-second time penalty as well for exceeding track limits. He gets a 3 as well now, 13 to his name. As we wait for the drivers to line up behind the safety car, we're going to go into broadcast mode and then go racing again. Cardelf makes a pit stop then, and Evo will follow him in and do the same thing. Maybe Eagle will do that as well. And Ghost Killer and Delta all heading round. Lone Rider too. Lone Rider, if he goes in, will be forced to, serve some of these penalties. Everybody's going in, but Delta, who carries on to try and gain some track position here, and he will do that, but he's on soft compound tyres, which is not a good strategy call at all. He is down. He's not made a pit stop yet now compared to the drive. He's on 9-lap-old softs. He will really struggle today. He will really, really struggle. Yeah, Deckers, I've just seen the clip, mate. Not great. It's not great. Well, we'll see what happens. I think Cardelf might get in a bit of trouble for that. As Delta leading this race then. 20 laps to go. Cardelf off the track. The drivers all trying to catch up with the safety car now. Still got Ghost Killer and Lone Rider to do that, and then we're going to bump up a few laps. Yep, you're right, Deck. I've got to wait. I was fully convinced as well, mate. I was fully convinced it was your day. I really. Something is there's someone or something trying to stop us from talking. I think that is. I think something's going on in the background. Because we've tried many times, but you'll get there on the end, mate. I think next week might be your week. Cardelf now in the pit lane. Again. Oh, wing damage. That is when we saw him go off, I think. Wing damage then for Cardelf. As the Alpine's in the pit lane now, then he'll be coming out at the back of the grid. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait for him to catch up, and then we'll go under the broadcast, under the safety car. Then we'll skip forward a couple laps probably, and then get racing again, ladies and gents, for the third time of the day. We've had 2 safety cars now, including this one. Will we get another one? Safety car in this lap then, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get ready to go racing again with the drivers. Delta up at the front then. It'll be lap 11 when we go racing. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Time to go racing again. All the way down the straight. Evo then through past Delta in the Racing Bull. Evo up into the front. Delta second place. Lone Rider sliding it deep then in towards the first corner. Card Elf trying to get some positions gained. This is brilliant side by side here. Lone Rider with a 3-second time penalty. Wing damage there from one of the drivers. As who is this at the back having a scrap? It's Card Elf and Delta. Now these two are giving it everything. Card Elf goes very wide into the wall, just about saves it. What's going on with Card Elf today? I'm really not sure. Caught in the corner, 3 seconds. Okay. Straight on stream. This guy, very dirty from Card Elf today, really dirty. Jack, I'm having second thought, says Wolfie. Yeah, Card Elf, for some reason, going on a bit of a rampage then at the end of this race. I've never seen him like that. I don't know why he's just done that. But anyway, he is gone. And now we are left with the rest of the drivers. I think he's actually left the server, to be fair. Yeah, he did. He did. Card Elf left then, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why he's left. Okay. Anyway, we're racing again then, everybody. Delta in the pit lane. Card Elf, you know, got involved in some incidents at the start, and now he has left the server. And I'm a bit confused why he's left, to be fair, because, you know, everything that happened today is all through fault of his own, honestly, so I'm a bit confused. But lap 12 of 29, and it's Evo 1, Eagle 2, Lone Rider 3 then, as he's now getting forced off. Ghost is trying to make a move here. The man is in 4th position, trying to get ahead of Lone Rider if possible. Is he going to be able to get ahead, ladies and gentlemen? He will not at the minute, but Lone Rider's keeping it nicely in front. Oh, close there, making contact. Lone Rider goes deep then. Through goes Ghost Killer up into 3rd place, ladies and gentlemen. holding second place. Ghost Killer's going to try and get himself through if possible. Oh, rear-ending him there. Then Ghost Killer goes wide through up the inside. Goes Lone Rider Beast. Eagle now retires from the session. And another safety car is deployed, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on tonight? Crazy race. We ain't going to get to lot 29 at this rate, says Wolfie. I'm not entirely sure what's going on tonight. It's been a bit of a crazy one. A lot of drivers retiring. Ghost Killer in the pit lane getting new tyres on. Well, I appreciate every single one of you sticking around in the chat tonight. It's been a really controversial, different kind of race tonight. It really has been, you know, a bit of a weird one. But anyway, you know, hopefully we can see us through it. Eagle, Card Elf, Pure Psycho and Deckers all out of this race tonight. If Deckers didn't get taken out, I can guarantee he would have had a race win tonight. I really do. That man is, you know, raring to go and it would have been good. But unfortunately, he got into a tussle with Card Elf. And I'll let you, you know, just find out who was at fault yourself. But Decker says he can't believe it. Anyway, Evo leads then, everybody. We're waiting for the drivers to catch up behind the safety car, but we're still waiting for them to do that. 3 safety cars in then into this race. 4 retired, 4 left. But anyway, might as well use this time talking about my Christmas race, ladies and gentlemen. If anyone's in the chat that has got experience with stewarding, and would like to help me with the Christmas race, please let me know. I already have one steward. You'll be working with him. And, you know, the night of the race or the day after, I will need you to check through the clips if need be. Well, you know, if we do get any clips. Because the reason I need you guys is because, obviously, it's a one-time event, but there's a lot of money involved. There's a lot of money involved. And if there's a really controversial collision or something that decides who will get money, I'm going to need you guys to make some good decisions, you know what I mean? So, yeah, Wolfie, that would be great, mate, if I could bring you on as a steward. It really would get you in there. I'm sure you'd be pretty decent at that. I'm looking for about 3 or 4 stewards. I think that's reasonable, just in case we get anything. But I'm just hoping that there's no controversial, you know, like, no controversial incidents. Obviously, if there's anything that happens at the back of the grid, let's be honest, it isn't really relevant, is it? Because that's not affecting anything to do with money. And, you know, you could penalise somebody, but it's just never going to affect them, is it? Because they're not racing for points or anything. It's just the money that you get for the top 3. So we're only going to need a steward if it is, you know, dependent on if that driver would have got money or not. So it's just to prevent stuff like that. So yeah, if you're available, mate, that would be absolutely brilliant. It really would. Wolfie, I don't know if you saw the test graphics for it earlier, mate, on the stream. They looked freaking great. I was so happy with it. They're not done yet. There's still a lot more I'm going to add. But with the way it's going so far, it's looking good. It really is. Over half race distance now, then everybody just over it. 4 retired, 4 still in. Safety cars still out, waiting for the 2 drivers to line up behind. Oh, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I've had a lazy day today. I woke up at 12. Not so. I didn't mean you were lazy, by the way. I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying I've had a lazy day today because I woke up at like 12. You know, woke up quite late today, but Just been getting on with loads of the graphics for the Christmas race. I woke up at 1 o'clock, fair enough, mate. There you go then. The drivers have caught up, finally. Safety car is out. And we'll line up behind the safety car now, getting ready to go racing again soon. Deck in the chat, mate. How old do you think I am? How old do you think I am? Tell me and I'll let you know. Because I think you probably think I'm older than I am. But race is about to start again then, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking forward to be getting into this one then. Lap 16 of 29. And it is the safety car out. It will be going in a few moments' time. Safety car then, ladies and gentlemen, is going in this lap. We get ready to go racing again. Here we go, the Racing Bull heading down the main straight then, all the way down towards the first corner. Can Evo win this race? Or will he be stopped by the guys behind? And it's time to go racing again then with the drivers. Evo into turn 1. Lone Rider still half a second behind, but he's got Ghost Killer gaining on the rear side of him. The Racing Bull doing everything he can then to gain up towards Lone Rider in second place. Can the Racing Bull get ahead then? Looking up the inside line here for a move, not able to get ahead. Oh, going right, going wide there goes Lone Rider. Through goes Ghost Killer, everybody. He goes through. Very nice stuff. Deck in the chat. I was actually thinking about it the other stream. I was thinking of 20. Oh, Lone Rider goes wide. Third place for him. I was thinking 23, says Deck. Mate, that's what everybody says. That is what everybody says. Believe it or not, I'm actually in my first year of college. I'm pretty young. Compared to what you probably thought I was anyway. So yeah, my off day from college today, so I've been chilling out, but same age. Lovely stuff, Deck. That's crazy. Crazy stuff. Around the final corner then, ladies and gentlemen, Evo is going to be ahead of Ghost Killer down the main straight. In the chat, Dex says 40. Oh my. Delta FIA with a 10-second time penalty. The first penalty of today then, ladies and gents, as in the pit lane is Delta. Lone Rider now getting a 3. Wolfie, I'm pretty sure you're like 18 or 19 on you, I think. Delta in the pit lane then is going to be coming out now. $21, Wolfie? 21? 20. Oh. I thought everyone was so old in the F1 scene, I can't lie. Nah, mate, I'm younger than you thought. First year of college, motorsport, engineering, that's what I'm doing. So, it's quite fun. In the workshop tomorrow, going to be fixing up some rallycross cars, so that'll be exciting. But I bet you, I just thought I'd let you know, I bet you never expected that. Goes Killer down the straight then, ladies and gentlemen. Evo's going to try and catch him, but he's got 7 attempts to him at the minute. I've got a degree in it. I'll tell you a little secret, as well. What's your little secret, mate? Deck, I would never would have guessed. I know you wouldn't have. Nobody. I actually, with this Jack Crossley commentary stuff, I kept that like age thing a secret for like 3 years. Everyone thought I was like 20 when I was 13. You've been doing it since 13, says Deck. Yes, mate. I've been commentating since like year 8. So, a long time. Still doing it now. Thing is, it's really good for me at the minute because obviously I get well, while I'm at college and stuff, it's like great money in it. I literally all I do is rock up at night, don't even have to leave the house, do a good commentary, hopefully deliver a good race for you guys, and then, you know, today's been a bit of a different one though. The race has gone a little bit down south. I'm not entirely sure what happened. 10 laps to go though, lap 19 of 29. Only 10 more times around this Bahrain International Circuit now then, and we are done. Well, we're not actually done then, of course. We've got to do the post-race interviews, but after that, then we'll be done. As Wolfie, last season at the end of a 2024 season, I was in Abu Dhabi. No way. That's cool, man. Wolfie says he got the chance to work in the pit garage alongside Lewis Hamilton. Is that true, Wolfie, or not? Surely that can't be true, man? Does everyone in your course know you commentate? Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. There's probably not none of them watching now, but they normally do. Now and then. Nobody would know, to be fair, Dave, but because it's like a motorsport course, it kind of just came out. Ghost then over towards the line. He leads this Grand Prix with 9 laps to go. Now 8 as he crosses the line. And in the pit lane goes Evo, going in for some new tyres. What's Evo going to get on? Brand new tyres for him then. Anyone ever talk about how sick I am? Unfortunately, no one's mentioned you, Deck. Not yet, but I'm sure they will. In the pit lane, though, is our man. We got the chance to do a bit of work experience with an F1 team because my tutor had contacts with a few mechanics that work in Mercedes. It's very cool, mate. That's very cool indeed. So what, you've got a degree in motorsport engineering, Wolf. Is that what you're telling me? Crazy. Well, do you do anything now to do with motorsport, or do you not? Are you not working at the minute? Ghost Killer in the pit lane then. He's going to be coming out with the brand new tyres on. The soft compound tyres on them for the Racing Bull of Ghost Killer as he exits the pit lane. And in second place right now, lap 22 of 29. And this race soon to be concluded. I'm not allowed to work because of anxiety and shit. No, oh, fair enough, mate. I fully thought you were like a primary teacher during the day and a commentator at night. Oh my. Nope. College in the day, commentary at night. That's the way it is. I've been off today though. I'm in Monday, Tuesday and Thursday. It's pretty nice. So, Evo with a 3-second time penalty, everybody. Yeah, Deck, what do you do? What do you do at college anyway? What's your course? Sit down class while he commentates. Oh my god. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Lone Rider leads this race from Ghost Killer. The time penalty is on your screen then. 9 seconds for Lone Rider, 10 for Ghost Killer, 3 for Evo, and 10 for Delta. So, at the minute, Lone Rider would win this race. And in the second round of the season, a brand new winner. Of course, we did start with Card Elf, who will not be taking it today. On Monday and Wednesday, I do plastering. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, running it wide for Lone Rider. Mate, doing plastering, you'll always have money, mate. You'll always have money. It's a great thing to get into, I think. Lone Rider with a 3-second penalty now. At the moment, he still would win, but it is, you know, just about on the edge here, ladies and gentlemen, of him not being able to take it. Which way is this going to go then? Only 6 laps to go in the Grand Prix. Lone Rider catching a back marker as well. Wait, by the way, is that you in your profile pic then? Because no way you're 16 in that. Yes, it is me. If you talk about Discord, yes, that's me. It's me and my girlfriend. It's a picture when we won Prom King and Queen at prom. So, you know, that's where that's from. But yes, 16 years old in that photo, mate. Lap 24 of 29. The lap's slowly ticking by then, everybody. Appreciate you sticking by as well. The people that are in the chat are very, very grateful. It's really good. And thank you to Wolfie as well for the 500 bits that he sent earlier. You know, making that 11,000 bits sent in total. There's Lone Rider Beast running it a bit wide there then. Only 4 drivers left in tonight's race. You're actually insane. Mad work ethic. Thank you, mate. I'm quite proud of what I've done, to be fair. I mean, I've been commentating for a few years now, and it's worked out well. It's going very nicely indeed. But it's not. I've had offers to do it in real life, but it's just not what I want to do. I don't want to do it in real life. My main goal, I'd love to be working in the F1 paddock when I get older, and maybe you know, a mechanic in F1 or something like that. I'd love to do it. Being away from home for a bit and going to the tracks would be great. But that's what I want to get into. Lone Rider and Ghost Killer behind him then trying to get ahead. Will this racing bull make a move then on the Aston Martin? He flies up the inside. Can the soft compound tyres beat the hards today? Sorry. He cannot get through, but Lone Rider runs it deep. Ghost Killer goes through now for the race lead. How many people in your network right now? In the network, we have maybe 4 commentators, and we have about 3 streams per week. So that's how that's going at the minute. It's going well though, mate. It's going really well because obviously I get, doing this right now. I do this right now, and then obviously they're doing that, and I get a cut from their commentary as well, and it's good. It's very good at my age. It really is. It means that I don't have to go get a proper job for a bit. But yeah, it's quite sad to think about it because obviously I won't be doing this all the time. When I get a proper job, this will be it. I won't do this anymore. So this isn't forever, unfortunately. And there will be a day where this channel falls silent, which is a shame. But that isn't anywhere near at the moment. It's nowhere near. Like quite a lot of years down the line. I know one of them is 21. Are you the youngest? I think I am actually, yeah. It's quite funny that I run it and I'm the youngest person in there. But Lone Rider in the pit lane going on for a brand new wing. New tyres as well then for this man, as he will come out on the fresh stuff. As lap 26 of 29. It's soon to end now then, ladies and gentlemen. Lone Rider though, not looking like he's going to have a win today. Could be a podium though. But yeah, Deck, 21, the youngest. I think the rest of the commentators in there are all older than me. Lap 26 of 29 then. It is Ghost Killer in front with a 10-second time penalty. He will win this race as it stands then, ladies and gentlemen. And it is going his way at the moment, but it has really changed around today and been a bit of a crazy one. It really has. Eagle, Card Elf, Pure Psycho and Deckers all out of this race tonight. Remaining drivers are Ghost Killer, Evo, Lone Rider and Delta FIA. We have 3 laps remaining then before the end of this Grand Prix, and Ghost Killer looking like the P1 sitter who we're going to get in the interview room tonight. Wolfie, did you know this the whole time? He did know this the whole time, mate. He's known this for a long while, to be fair. The thing is, Deck, Wolfie's been around like, I think you've not been around a long time, have you, to really know about it? Like you've not really been around to hear me say it, I guess. But well, no, you've been around a while now. But Wolfie's been around for probably like 2 years now, so I think he's found it out ages and ages ago. But I've not spoke about it on stream for ages. That's probably why you don't know. But I do love dropping that bombshell because nobody expects it at all. They think I'm like in my 20s with a proper job, not at all. But you know, I used to not tell anybody because I worry that they'd think that I'm not good enough anymore because of my age. But I'm just hoping that I sound professional enough to still be able to make it pass. That is one hell of a bombshell, says Day. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, up towards the line with Ghost Killer. He's going to start his penultimate lap of the Grand Prix. Lone Rider with a 3-second time penalty then, ladies and gents. And at the minute, not great with the penalties for him. 15 seconds. Well, yeah, you do sound professionally. Fooled me, and I've been here for like 3 weeks straight. I think it's more than 3 weeks now, mate. Never crossed my mind you would be my age. Yep, I know, it never does. Yeah, more than 3 weeks now, though. It's got to be, surely. It's been a long while. Over a month. It's got to be over a month, Deck. You've been here for a little while now. He's 19 days on stream, but only started racing 2 months ago. Oh, 19 days on stream. I normally, how many days I stream a week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 days a week. 50, yeah, yeah, you might be right. Yeah, it's over 3 weeks, about a month now. Lone Rider Beast down the 3-second time penalty. As across the line, Ghost Killer will start his final lap of the Grand Prix tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This Racing Bull, with a 10-second time penalty, that isn't going to mean anything for him today. He's 13 seconds ahead of Evo, and Evo's got a 3-second penalty. So 16 seconds, really, you know, is effectively the gap between them. Ghost Killer, the man in front. I've just realised as well, both Racing Bulls. So it's looking like a Racing Bull 1-2 if they can keep it like this. And it will stay like this if they can carry on racing at this pace, because Lone Rider has got an 18-second time penalty, which will throw that in the bin. And he goes wider now around the track, ladies and gentlemen. We go back towards the man at the front. He's through the first sector now. Middle sector for him. 10-second penalty, as we know. But like I mentioned, that's not going to phase him at all. Ghost Killer on for your race win today. And in my opinion, it was fully expected. After the retire of Card Elf, the DNF of Card Elf, it was looking quite likely Ghost Killer was going to be the man to be on top. His qualifying was decent. Second place he started today. And, you know, compared to Lone Wolf in the race, he did seem to have a bit of pace. He really did. But here it is. Lone Wolf gone. This is the last man standing out of them two. And he's really shown some good pace today. Ahead in the Racing Bull and going for his first win of this season. Only round 2 and he's picking up his first race win already. Is the Racing Bull. His teammate will bring home a 1-2 finish. Here comes the Racing Bull then, ladies and gentlemen. The final corner he goes round, weaving towards the line. Ghost Killer is a race winner in the second round of the season here in VRL. He takes the Bahrain Grand Prix. Evo comes up towards the line then in the second Racing Bull. It is going to be a 1-2 finish in the second round of the season for Evo and Ghost Killer in the Racing Bulls. Brilliant race from them. Here comes Lone Rider then down the back straight. He will soon be on third place, ladies and gentlemen. But really nice race from the Racing Bulls. They've kept it up, and 1-2 finish it is for them. Delta with a 10-second penalty at the end. He crosses the line in P4. As here comes Lone Rider to round it off in P3. That is it for your race, ladies and gentlemen. Next up is your interviews. Then we'll be going off. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get drivers in the interview room now. We'll quickly have a look at the finishing results, and then we'll be getting on with it. Here we go then, race winner for Ghost Killer. Second place, Evo. Lone Rider in third. As I'm just going to quickly screenshot that so I can see. And then, let's go on to the interviews now then. Dex says, GG, everyone enjoyed my 2 laps. Right then. Hello.
Hello, how are we doing?
Not too bad, thank you, mate. Right then, we'll start. Race win from you. It was looking great, all race to you fair. Give us your general thoughts on how that went.
Um, if I'm going to be honest with you, I was quite nervous at the start because I almost span it. Um, Halfway through the race, I obviously got punted off by someone, but I managed to pull back a lot of time and stay calm in tough situations.
Yeah, good to hear it. Well, in terms of the strategy today, then, did you get everything right, or did you have to make any last minute changes?
I made two last minute changes. I think it was la around halfway through the race. I had a feel like I had a puncture, so I had to pit for mediums, then soft to hard to soft again,
Yeah.
which was really confusing.
And then in terms of the track, is this one of your favourite tracks, or are you that good at it, or do you think you're looking forward to maybe another one that's coming up on the calendar?
It's one of my favorites for sure, yeah. But I feel like I'm gonna look forward to more tracks, especially near the end of the season for Abu Dhabi. That's a strong track of mine.
Absolutely. Well, it is a 1-2 finish for you and your teammate today. Are you feeling confident with the constructors' championship going into this season now? Early stages, I know, but are you feeling confident?
Yeah, confidence goes a long way, and hopefully I can score more points along the season. That was my first win of the my time in this league.
Good stuff. Let me just ask you really quickly. In the waiting room, which one of them drive is any of them drivers your teammate?
Uh, in the waiting room, no, but in my racing balls one, it'll be Liam.
Oh, okay, perfect. All right. Thank you very much for your time, then, mate. I appreciate you joining. I really, really do, and hopefully we get to speak to you next week.
Hopefully.
See you
All right,
later.
mate. Have a good one.
You too, mate.
Bye.
Right, we just need to speak to Beast in the Aston Martin then, um, as hopefully he will join in here. Hello.
Hello.
Right, let's go with Liam first. I didn't know you were joining, mate, but it's good to see you. Um,
Oh, sorry about that.
no, no worries, it's fine. So
I can leave if you want. I don't mind.
what was that, mate? Sorry.
I can leave and you do the games and then just message me when you're ready.
Yeah. All right, no worries. Right, Liam. Second place for you, of course. 1-2 finish for the Racing Bulls. Are you happy with that result?
Yeah. It was a lot of communication with the team, obviously, with it being such a chaotic race with all your VSCs and safety cars and such. But I would like to have took the lead, but I know that Ghost has more pace on this track, so I didn't want to have him stuck behind me for the rest of the race. So I said, stretch your legs, go for it, try and push. Tire strategy went well, regarding with everything, and it was a bit off plan, but we made it work.
So, did you have to make any last minute change with the strategy, or did it all go well?
Um, the, the safety cars threw a spanner in the works, definitely for
Yeah.
sure. But it came down to team communication. We were talking about laps when we're going to pit, what tires we're going to use, and then he would push when I'd be on my in lap and stuff like that. So it was a very good race for communication, and I feel like we gelled really well together in that race.
I'm really glad to
So
hear it. Go
yeah,
on.
I'm happy for the future of the league, us working together. So we should have some more good results in the future.
Good stuff. Was Bahrain one of your tracks, or is it one that you just
Yeah,
wanted to get out of the way?
it, it is up there. there in Austria, I'm pretty good at. So it's going to be interesting if we do go there for the rest of the season. I am happy with the result for today.
Good stuff. Well, I'm very happy for you, and I appreciate your time, mate. Hopefully, you have another good one next week.
Yeah, it seems to be Mr. Consistent 2 seconds in a row at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm not grumbling.
Definitely. Well done, mate.
Right, thank you very much.
No worries. See you later.
See you later. Bye bye.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, mate. Third place at the end of that one. Just give us your general thoughts on that. How do you think it went?
Um, Not gonna lie, I did not expect it. I'm surprised. Um, it was a good race for everyone around. Team strategies were not where they needed to be, but we'll get there.
Is Bahrain one of your favourite tracks, or are you looking forward to another one on the calendar?
Out of all the favourites out of all the tracks, my most favourite has to be Monza.
Really?
No track will take Monza.
Is that? Do you know?
It-
Is that on the calendar this season?
I believe it is, yes.
Ooh, it's gonna be good. Well, what was I going to say? Yes, Monza is your favourite. Looking forward to that one. Third place for you today. Then, do you think you're going to be able to take that form into next race?
I believe I do. Hopefully, maybe a P2 next race, but we'll see how training goes. We'll work on strategies, go from there.
Good stuff. And then finally, this is looking at the bigger picture. But do you fancy your chances, for a top 3 in the championship this season?
Not gonna lie, I don't see myself getting a top 3 this season. Just because I've recently come out of retirement, I've started racing again. So this is basically my debut season. So I don't see myself doing too well, but I don't see myself at the bottom of the grid either.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant
Maybe
stuff.
maybe a midfield challenger at most.
Yeah. Well, it's a great result today, mate. I'm sure you're going to take that into next week. I appreciate your time, and I'll speak to you hopefully in the next race.
Thank you.
See you later.
In a bit.
Right then, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from me. Thank you for joining me. Have a good evening and good night.